Hi guys, Jade here again. So my second tag video, I've been tagged this time by the lovely and talented Miss Ellie over at Initially Camera Shy and other collab videos such as Fairy Vlog Mothers, so go check them out if you haven't already, links all below. So anyway, like I said, I've been tagged in the Disney Princess tag, hence the lovely Disney Princess dress. I thought I'd get all in character, channeling my inner Rapunzel, minus the blonde hair. Like I've had it rudely chopped off by Flynn. What a, chopping all the lovely hair off. You'd think he'd give her at least a couple more inches on there. But anyway, we'll dive straight in. There's quite a lot of questions, if you can see there. So this might be a long one. Okay, so, which princess do you adore the most? Now this is really tough for me because I have a couple of really strong favourites who are both very different. But I'm gonna have to go with Belle. I'm gonna have to. She's my all-time favourite. So we'll go with Belle. Which princess do you like the least? Now this might be unpopular, and I have nothing against mermaids. So you guessed it, it's Ariel. My only issue is I never really got that much love from it as a child. So if I think back, I much preferred watching Beauty and the Beast and Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella, sort of. I wasn't a massive big princess fan apart from Belle, so anyone who isn't her I'm not going to like as much, so we'll go Ariel because I just never got into it as a kid. I love mermaids though, but just never mind. Which princess do you relate to the most? Now I've said this in a previous video, I think it was for the Fairy Vlog Mothers channel. I would say Tiana, her work ethic, her independence. I know she's a bit too far and she does learn to lean on people a little bit more, but I would say I'm more most like Tiana. I can relate to that scrimping and saving every penny to get what you want from life. And wishing on stars doesn't always work. So I like the fact that she can work for it as well. Which sidekick would you like to have? Oh, that's easy peasy. My absolute favourites are Mika and Flick from Pocahontas. So definitely those two. If they were running around with me all the time, I'd be very happy. Which best friend would you like to hang out with? Oh, I've left him over there. 1 minute. Okay. Run back into shot with my best friend, Sven. I love Sven. I love him. Yeah, so Sven is my best friend, and I might keep him with me for a minute, little Sven. I'm gonna pop him down there. Yeah, so Sven, definitely, I love him. Which prince would you choose to love, or choose to love you? This is a hard one, and I know I said I hated Ariel before, but Eric, he's got those nice blue eyes. But another guy with nice eyes is Prince Adam. Once he's transformed from being the Beast, he's caring. Even though he could have stuck as a beast forever, he was willing to let her go and see her dad. It's really cute. I love Adam. Prince Adam, definitely. Which parents would raise you? Now the parents I was thinking of, I love the fairies in Sleeping Beauty, but I'm gonna have to say Merida, the King and Queen from Brave. They're Scottish, they live up in the Highlands. I love them. The accent, maybe it's just the accent, maybe it's that. What castle would you choose to live in? Now that's a really easy one. Cinderella's castle. It's iconic, it's huge, I love it, so we'll go that one. Which Disney princess town would you live in? I think I would say New Orleans, so Princess and the Frog. It's New Orleans, I've always wanted to go there, and it's eclectic, and they have jazz and really good food and voodoo and stuff, so yeah, I'd definitely say there just for New Orleans. Where were we up to? Disney princess dress would you wear? Well, obviously I love Rapunzel. I've got a sort of Rapunzel-y dress from when I went to the fancy dress party. But saying that, I absolutely adore Gazelle. Gazelle's dress from Enchanted. Not her big poofy one, the one she comes to the masked ball at the end, but like slinky one, like lilac-y colour. Beautiful. So we'll go Gazelle's. Giselle, sorry, I always say Gazelle. Giselle, my bad. Whose voice do you wish you had? If we're going singing voice, I'm going to say Pocahontas. She's got a nice strong voice. Yeah, so I'll say Pocahontas. Which two princesses would make good friends? Now, going on from Pocahontas, I reckon Pocahontas and Mulan would be pretty good. Turn that down. Yeah, Pocahontas and Mulan, they like honour, they're family orientated. I imagine they'd be like, you know, they're both quite wild, free spirits, so I reckon they'd get on. Who wouldn't get on? No, I have this, like, I don't know if it's because I've seen it online, but have you seen the Mean Girls meme? Like, and it's like Cinderella, Aurora, and Snow White, I think. So I think they'd be like quite cliquey, like, oh, we married rich princes and we didn't have to work a day in our lives, sort of thing. Well, sorry, Cinderella, you did have to chores, but it's not real work. But then I think they wouldn't get on with like people like Mulan and Tiana and Rapunzel, really, because you know they don't really need men. They can get by themselves, willing to work for themselves. So I'd say definitely those. Which sidekicks would make a good team? Now, I know I've probably gone a little bit overboard here, but I've said Raja, Maximus, the horse, Sven, and Pascal. I think I've gone for that just based on like how animated their faces are, and they're always like rolling their eyes and stuff, and I just think it's really funny to watch. Which two princes would be good friends? I've gone for my two favourites. So I've gone for Flynn Rider and John Smith. I know John Smith's not technically a prince, but we can pretend he is. And I reckon they'd get on. They're quite adventurous, aren't they? They could both jump down from buildings and boats and stuff, so they get on. Which scene makes you really sad? Oh, I have two, so I'm going to have to do two and cheat. The bit where Ray dies in Princess and the Frog, it's like heartbreaking. But then he's like, little star goes up with Evangeline. Oh, tears galore. And also, when Belle thinks Beast is dead and then he starts to transform, I must have watched that film a million times and I still cry every time. Which scene makes you cheer? Sticking with the Belle theme, because she is brilliant. When Gaston comes to propose to her and she like says, oh, I simply don't deserve you, and like throws him out the door, like brilliant, sarcastic. You can just see it in her face that she's not amused. I love it. Girl power, go Belle. What scene makes you cringe? This might not be very popular. I'm not a massive fan of Snow White. Her voice annoys me. And when she's running in the forest away from the animals that got the eyes, and she's scared and she's like, oh. I can't deal with the drama and cringiness of her falling to the floor in such a dramatic style. Yeah, so I'll get that one. Quickly, last two. Which story do you wish was your life? Again, we've said it about the town, New Orleans, so I'd say Princess and the Frog. Maybe not so much the bee and the frog bit, but living there would be pretty cool. All the beignets and stuff, and gumbo. Which princess movie is your favourite or you love the most? Again, I can't pick one. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm being a bit rubbish. Beauty and the Beast. I've had the soundtrack on all through this. It's been slightly louder than it probably should have been. Never mind. And Pocahontas. I love Pocahontas with all my heart. So they're definitely my favourites. So that is all the questions. I am done again. I'm sorry that was a really long one. So like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I've got Instagram. I'm on the Fairy Vlogmothers every week on a Tuesday. Follow those. And comment who your favourite princess is and give me some feedback. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye guys.